Hello, welcome to Let's Talk Sport. I'm Andrew Pollard, this is Joe Stanley. We're here to talk and preview Wolves at home at Molineux against champions-elect already, possibly Manchester City. Good start to the season by City, clearly. Turning over Huddersfield 6-1. Wolves have had the ups and the downs a little bit in the Premier League. A good performance against Everton, then getting beaten by Leicester 2-0. How are you seeing this one going so far?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game of football, isn't it?
Well, it is football they're playing, so that's a good start, yeah.
Yeah, no need for the sarcasm. Well, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I think, obviously, it's got City written all over it, let's be honest, from the start to finish, because Wolves, they've got all the players, Portuguese FC. But can we start this again, please?
No, this is live, bud, this is live. Don't break the fourth wall, we're going out live on YouTube.
Portuguese FC, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. City, great start to the season, 2 wins. Obviously smashing Huddersfield last week, 6-1, always good.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Pep is at the point where he's just going to play his strongest 11 at all points for the next little while, at least till the international break, or do you see City maybe changing it already? There was talk of Aguero being dropped for the last game against Huddersfield. Obviously he started and bagged the hat-trick. Do you think City might rotate a bit?
I'm a believer in don't change the winning formula, so I think he should...
That must be tough as a Liverpool fan.
We won quite a lot, actually. So
yeah. Really? Recently?
Yeah.
Trophies last year, was there?
More trophies than Everton.
Really? I thought there was like big fat zeros last year for both teams. But anyway, I digress. Back on point. So you think City are gonna? Your logic would be, if you were Pep Guardiola, stick with the winning formula.
Yeah, stick with the winning formula, because you don't want to change winning things, do you?
Ideally not, no. But you think it's a long season. They want to get it in early, rest some players. Especially, you've got to think with Man City, if you're Pep Guardiola, you've got all these players trying to keep happy. Riyad Mahrez was benched for the game yesterday, came on for the last, 20 minutes. David Silva played. Yeah, is it a case of, do you think that he's, I don't know, you freshen it up or just...
Well, it's the risk that Mahrez ran wasn't coming to City from Leicester. He's guaranteed game time at Leicester, but he wants to compete for titles, so he's gone to City, but he knew he was probably going to be a squad player. Bench play. So that's the interesting thing. I think Guardiola can afford to just keep the same lineup now. It's one of the European football comes in the cup competitions, then he can mix it and change. Yeah. But he's got that many players in his squad that he can afford to do it later on anyway. Yeah.
So how do you think if you're Wolves, how do you approach this then? Is it just a case of, I mean, Huddersfield said they were at the weekend. Huddersfield said they were going to base their lineup and their approach to City's lineup, and that spectacularly exploded in them. With Wolves, is it maybe a case of you look at it and think nothing to lose, let's just have a go with them, maybe?
I think so, to be honest, because obviously Huddersfield didn't go for them last week, and they didn't get anywhere, did they, the other day, and stuff. They went and had a go at Everton and got something out of the game. They got the draw in the end, so I think if they go at City, they could try and get something from the game. Obviously City are very good defensively and attackingly, so you've got to be always wary of the counter-attack. But
attackingly? New word, is that?
You'd rather go for it. As I can't believe I'm saying this, but Sir Alex Ferguson said, I'd rather go for the game and lose 3-0 than not go for the game and get a point.
So, and speak of which, we have Roy Keane here, one of Alex Ferguson's greatest servants, right in front of Joe Stanley. Look at that name. Oh, that's a very cop-out reaction of you there, Joe. But I suppose that wasn't your fault though, was it? Someone else's, clearly. So how have you been impressed with Wolves so far in their 2 games? Obviously 1 point on the board, but in terms of performances, what you've seen of them, have you been impressed, or do you think there's still a lot of room for improvement?
The first game against Everton, they were very impressive in terms, because they were like Richarlison's 2 goals were fantastic goals from Everton, well worked. Throughout the game, they never gave up Wolves, and they continued, and they got fantastic goals themselves. Neves is a quality player, should be playing for a Champions League side, not Wolves. But
didn't he turn you down to go to Wolves in the first place? Well, I mean, he turned down a lot of big teams, but I believe Liverpool one of them.
Top 6 apparently to go to Wolves.
Liverpool in the top 6 at that point.
Yes.
All right, okay. Just checking. You never know these years.
Top 4 the last 2 seasons. So.
Whoa. I thought you normally live in the past. The 2 seasons, that's quite recent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Neves anyway. But Wolves are a bit more than just Ruben Neves, aren't they? I mean, they've got a bit more on offer.
Rui Patricio,
yeah, as you said, Portuguese FC. They've got Johnny that came in at fullback from Atletico Madrid. João Moutinho, cracking player, bargain for $5 million. So is it a case of we're just looking at nothing more than a Man City walkover for you then?
Yeah, pretty much. To be honest, there's too much in this City squad. Nobody can stop them at the moment. Maybe one team, but they didn't play them yet. So
So, who's that? Tottenham?
Was.
Oh, right. Oh, of course, because you're a Liverpool fan. I forgot. Sorry. So, do you think Molineux might have something to play in this, though? Or is it just, regardless of it being at Wolves at Molineux, you think City are just going to have too much?
I think Molineux, the Wolves fans need to create an atmosphere like they did for the Everton game and see if they can ruffle City a bit with the feathers. No throwing stuff at the bus, by the way. We'll leave that bit out. But
I mean, you've got copyright on that, haven't you?
But I think we should go for. They should go for the game. They should just try and get something out of the game. If they lose, they lose, because everyone expects them to lose anyway, and just go for it. But I can only see a City win, really.
Scoreline predictions?
3-1 City.
Okay, interesting. Let us know what you think. Me personally, I'd probably go. I'm leaning. Oh God, you've kind of taken that. I don't want to agree with you, but I'm thinking maybe 3-1. But just because you're a cop, I'm going to go 3-0. Right. So let us know what you think. Comments down below. Have a nose. Let us know what you think. Like, subscribe on all of this. And Joe Stanley will be back next week. We're not going to be here next week, but Joe will, because he's going to be here talking about 5 times probably. Anyway, have a great time. Catch you later.